Alright, so, hello everybody, Pretzel Road here, and welcome back to the Cleanup Crew Let's Play series. It's episode 24 now, I believe, and I think that today, what I'd like to start with is to take another look at these malls over here, these shopping malls, right? So I really like these. I think we did a very good job on them. However, something I do notice is that when I had to rezone this entire district to be modern city center, so that it didn't create towers in our little suburban shopping malls, this left us with a little problem in that it ends very abruptly. So even though we no longer have towers here, this entire area still ends very, very abruptly. So that's something I'd like to fix today, because it's gotten on my nerves a bit, and I'd like to change that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create a small little, low-density shopping area just along the edge over here. And that's just going to help to ease the transition, I think, a little bit. Hopefully. So, yeah, I think this is going to be the first part of our episode here. Maybe. Alright, so this is going to require a bit of problem solving. I think how I'm going to do this, I'm going to do something like that, and it's not perfect. And what we'll do is we'll just cut this in half. So we'll do a small modern city center thing. It's like 2 squares wide on this side, and on our left side, and on the right here, closer to the highway, we'll do a little bit of low density. And I'm going to just do the same thing on this side. This is not a particularly exciting thing to do, but it's something that hopefully will improve the look of our city at least a little bit. So, yeah, I think this is just the first thing I'd like to do. This is obviously not everything. We'll use the select tool here so that I can set this. I can do half of this area, and we'll do a little bit of stuff in here and a little bit of low density in here. And I'm not going to do anything around the edges of these roads, and that's just because I don't really want these to be this back area to be a major highlight. I really just want it there to help facilitate a smooth transition between high density and low density. So that's going to clear out this entire shopping mall area. That's fine. This area, on this side, I don't know, for some reason, I like the look of this one just a little bit better. I think it would still be nice to fix, but I'm going to hold off on this one for now, and I may do it off camera later, because I'd like to take another little look around our city and see what else we've got that we can take a look at. And that's just because I don't want this to be a parking lot expansion, shopping mall expansion video. I want this to be something a little bit more exciting. And I think that to do that, what I'd like to start with is a little expansion on our residential area, actually. I think that we are beginning to run low on residential space. Now, one of the nice things that we have the ability to do in the city, I'm going to move this water tower over here quickly. In fact, we can use a large water tower now. We'll just replace this small one with a large one. And that will cover I think that's the equivalent of 2 or 3 water towers. So now, what we'll be able to do is, the nice thing about this is that we don't really have to measure anything out. We can just sort of haphazardly place zoning, because this is not a very well-planned city in the first place. And that is something I might want to try to change in the future, to begin sort of straightening out roads and zones But since we've developed a lot of our own infrastructure and particularly like city services around this particular city design, I think I don't really want to worry about that quite yet. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to build sort of in that same haphazard style that was there before. And it seems like one of the major elements is that everything sort of radiates out from this area right here. Like, right around this monorail station seems to be sort of the city center, and everything, including downtown actually, which is kind of strange, radiates out from this one section on the side of the city, which is really kind of a weird design, and definitely makes this area stick out like even more of a sore thumb than it already kind of does, just because of its very different looking nature, as you can kind of clearly tell when I take this all out. It's just a much more densely packed and less rigid looking area. So it's just kind of an interesting observation I've had there. But we've fixed a little bit of zoning here. Maybe we can build another crossroad actually right about here. Just because this was otherwise going to be a very long section of road. And on top of that, we can even create our own second expansion. And we'll have it just go sort of this way-ish. And we'll have it... We'll have this road extend out to meet this one. And then we'll extend this out. Whoa. Whoops. Like that. And in fact, that may necessitate us changing our design just a little bit to do something like that. And definitely not quite the same style as the rest of the city, but kind of close. Definitely much closer than our little suburban purposefully designed suburban area, I guess. So we'll just make this all residential because it seems like we need a lot of that. We're going to stick with low density for now, and we can expand. My philosophy is that we can just build a lot of low density now and expand high density into the formerly low density areas as we need more of it. Hopefully that should work. We can this entire area also needs to be cleaned up. We'll probably deal with that maybe next episode. I think we can move all of this recycling over to our final bastions of the industrial area, and we can begin zoning this all to whatever we want it to be. Other than that, we should check to make sure that we have piping in this whole area, because there is a very good chance that we don't. And with that, I also had just recently checked the time left on our recording, and we are running low on time. It's the 10-minute recording time limit on the Xbox. After that, I'd have to start a new clip. So we'll do our outro now. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. Share it with other people who you think might be interested. That way the channel can grow. Subscribe to the YouTube channel with notifications on if you haven't already. Of course, if you want, you can check out my podcast, linked in the description of every video. And until next time, have a nice day. Goodbye.